Welcome back to BYU Basketball Media Day. It's trending on Twitter, I think worldwide is what we heard. Okay, probably not. But I'm Jarom Jordan. We're going to chat with Ian Harward in a moment. Tweet us questions using hashtag BYUtv Sports. Post them on facebook.com/BYUtv Sports or put them in the widget on BYUtvsports.com. Okay, Ian Harward, redshirt freshman, 6'11", tied for the tallest guy on the team. 215 pounds, you're a center. Who's taller, you or Nate Austin?
You know, we always have a little disagreement. It just depends on who got their haircut last, and I think Nate might have me by a little bit.
Okay, second tallest player on the BYU basketball team, Ian Harward. What's your full name and why were you named that?
My name is Ian Bradley Harward. I was named after a kid in my dad's mission that they met and taught and baptized, and my middle name is my dad's first name and just the Harward name.
Okay, number 42. Why is that?
I don't know. I think when I was younger, my dad was number 24 in high school, and I was like, well, I'll just flip it and be 42. And I was at all through AAU and it's number 32 in high school, so just number's a number.
A lot of people pick 32 in high school, it sounds like, and then they come here and they don't really want to do that after Jimmer.
There's a little pressure not to, no.
Like 23
Yeah.
normally. You went to Orem High, so just up the road. Home of many, many BYU Cougars that have come through the program, especially in football. The one that sticks out with basketball to me is Kevin Nixon. Hits that three-quarter court shot in the 90s in the WAC tournament and whatnot. He's a BYU, a huge BYU fan and whatnot. And Orem won its first state title last year. That was a big deal.
They did. It was a huge deal. You know, we tried for a long time, but they got a team together that they could get it done. It was awesome to watch. Made
you proud, absolutely. So in high school, you end up playing in the same region as Brandon Davies, Kyle Collinsworth, who's on a mission in Russia. You may have played Lone Peak with Tyler Hawes and Josh Sharp and all these guys. What was it like to play basketball in Utah Valley against guys that now are your teammates or playing D1 elsewhere? Yeah, you know, it was an interesting experience because, like, these are my teammates, but it's like also you're trying to beat them, you're trying to get a better place in the region, and even to be able to make it to state and get a better seed. It was always really hard to go against Provo because, you know, you got two guys on your team. They're really, really good players, and they had it rolling that year. We actually never played Lone Peak my senior year, but lucky for you.
Lucky for me, yeah. I really wanted to, but just it didn't work into our schedule.
Did you play Raul Delgado at Springville?
Yeah, I sure did. I remember him very well from when he came to play at our place. It was pretty good attendance, and I just remember this little dude that could just shoot the lights out of the ball, and I was like, who is this dude? I've never even seen him before. So. We'll
meet Raul later. He hit 12 threes in a game at Western Nebraska Community College, and now hopes to double that number in a game here at BYU one time. 24 would be quite the feat. Let's get to some questions from people via Twitter, Facebook, and the widget online. Travis Adamson is faithfully asking questions. He says, how does Coach Rose use halftime? Does he prepare a motivational speech, X's and O's?
You know, Coach Rose, usually in the halftime deal, he'll go through and like tell us what we're doing wrong, what we're doing well, and then what kind of adjustments we're going to make in the second half if we haven't already gone through it in a timeout. Coach Rose and the other coaches, they do a really good job of like recognizing what's working and what's not, and kind of making a game plan to what we need to go into.
How does he motivate? Because some guys might yell, some guys might not tell you much, and that would tell you everything. How does he do it?
Yeah, you know, some of the most inspirational things he says are usually like towards the end of the game, or even when it's like really, really hard, he'll just say, look, we know you're tired, but they're more tired than you are. So just push through it and let's go through and get a win. Like just inspirational stuff.
Let's talk about your health a little bit. I know you've had, I guess, some back issues, right? How you doing now?
Yeah, I'm doing well. I got hurt my back's been hurting since July, and I'm just starting to get healthy now. Going to be able to practice on Friday. So it's just a matter of time with an injury like this.
Do we need a pad for you behind the chair or anything
no,
like that?
This back support does just fine.
Okay, good. Good. We need you healthy. You came back remind me when you came back from a mission last season?
Yeah, I came back in August 14th.
And you ran a crazy mile right after that. What was it again?
Sure did. I think it was like a 5:14, 5:15
Right,
mile.
right off your miss. Just
Yeah, it was a week or so.
Okay. You had a week to train.
A week
okay,
or so,
never
yeah.
mind. How fast do you run the mile now, and how big a part of that? How big a part of your game is that? Staying fit and being able to run.
Yeah. Well, I missed the mile last time because my back was kind of hurting, but I have a makeup mile tomorrow, and we'll see how it goes. I'm hoping to, cut my time down a little bit. But really, for me, being in shape and being a big man that can run is a really big part of my game. That was one of the big reasons why BYU recruited me, was because I can get up and down the court, and 6'10" that can run. It's kind of hard to guard sometimes.
How fun is that to be in an offense that pushes it where, hey, we want to get you the ball on a fast break? That's not often. A lot of teams say that.
It really is. It's the best kind of offense for me. Just all Coach Pope always tells me is to just run down and put your head under the rim, wait for the ball to come in. It's either going to come in from the wing or it's going to come in from the high post. So they're always getting a look for the post, and it's a great offense. And
last season, you redshirted. There was a point where it was, are we gonna play both Ian and Nate Austin right off their missions? Are we gonna wait? Are we gonna redshirt one? He ends up playing, having a nice year. You ended up redshirting. What did you learn as a redshirt that's going to help you be effective this season? I definitely learned how to have a stronger game. Every day I was going against Brandon, I was going against Noah, I was going against all the big guys, and it really helped me to develop as a player. I may be 215, but I can play a lot bigger and a lot stronger than I am. And I really feel like last year's redshirt year helped me to do that. What are some of your strengths and what's your style as a player, since we haven't seen you on the court yet?
My style is, you're going to see I'm real predictable this next year. I'll probably line up on the left side every time. I'll get the ball, wait for the guy to cut through, and then I'll dribble to the middle.
And then you'll throw it down.
I'll give it a baby hook every time.
Okay.
A right hook, that's my game.
Could we just add a drop step dunk?
Would
that be all right?
Yeah, we'll see what I can do about that this year.
Cool. That's all I want. I'm not asking a lot. Laura Payne says, what was the biggest thing you learned from the bench when you watched your team play last year?
I learned, I guess I learned the importance of being optimistic on the bench, because sometimes, there are times in a game where it feels like it's kind of crushing, that there's no way the team can win, but you see moments, especially in the Iona game, when the team comes together and there's that feeling of, look, we're not going to lose this game. Everybody's on the same page, and it's a good feeling.
Bobby Thurman, how do you see Davies and Austin working together in the front court? That's kind of I guess you'd pencil them in as the starters at this point.
They play well together. This last year, Nate and Brandon got a lot of reps in practice, and especially now, it's really great to see Nate 6'11", a guy that can shoot, and Brandon that just pounds it in the post. They complement each other very well.
Brad Nelson, Ian, do you consider yourself more of a physical player or a finesse player?
I'm more of a physical player for sure. I love to bang bodies, as they say, and just get in there and kind of get in the middle of things.
Cougar Cast, Ian, a lot has been made about Gonzaga's front court. You excited to battle against them? How do you think you stack up against them this season?
I feel like we stack up really well. Just the kind of offense that we run is one that we're going to be in really good shape. We're going to be able to run on them, and I think that's going to be one of our biggest strengths this year, is where they're slowing down, we're going to keep going, because our bigs are in real good shape.
Statistically, last season, BYU was one of the best in the country in post touches. Mm-hmm. The ball gets to the post, and at that point, you're either going to create an assist off a shooter, you're going to score, or you're going to get fouled and get some free throws. Yeah. I guess walk us through the process of the offensive philosophy with post players, because it starts there.
Yeah, for sure. The coaches are always telling us, run down, get your head underneath the rim, and then wait for the ball to come around. Even when the offense gets a little out of whack, they'll even say, okay, get into the post, and once the ball's in the post, the guards know what to do, the big men know what to do. It's always cut and fill, and that's what we know. We know how to get it in and get it out.
Would you rather put up a shot yourself or dish to a teammate for an open three? Is there one that you feel more comfortable with? You're probably comfortable with both those scenarios.
I love taking it to the rim, but if one of my guys is open, I'll get it to him every time.
Like if Brock Zylstra is
Brock,
open.
Every time.
Brock? Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Brock's right there. He's waiting.
Hey,
he's up next. let's say Travis Adamson, who wins a game in one-on-one between you and Coach Pope?
Oh, me and Coach Pope. I put it to him. I give it to him sometimes. Coach Pope, he'd surprise you. He's still got some moves for you. During this last spring, we had the chance to do a lot of one-on-one work with Coach Pope and in little groups, and we go against him every day. He'd come in and just give us a body, push on us, and he's a great coach like that.
Not every coaching staff has a big man on it that can coach you that's played it, let alone a guy that played at Washington, Kentucky, the NBA. How does he help the BYU post guys?
Oh, the way he teaches us to use our bodies to always how to guard the post, how to score in the post. It all helps us. It's all relevant in the offense that we run.
Okay, question from Scott Nelson. Can you shoot from outside? Without Noah, we need a lot of shooting improvement.
Yeah,
if you count on a jump shot from the 4, I think is really the question.
Yeah, for sure. So I'm definitely more of a 5, but I can step back a little bit, maybe 10, 15 feet. I can contribute a little bit that way.
Okay, keep the questions coming if you have them. Let's see. Kevin Schaefer, how has Coach Pope been able to help your low post game? You addressed it a little bit already.
Yeah, definitely. The way Coach Pope, it's hard not to be confident when Coach Pope is there coaching you and telling you what you're doing well, what he likes, what he doesn't like. He's really good at telling you what he doesn't like, and he's showed us as big men that it's important to have a game of statistics. It's we'd much rather you take a shot in the middle that's a high percentage shot than take a crazy turnaround jumper kind of thing, unless you're Nate. Nate will knock that down every time. So
Nate has the mostly yellow/green light. Right?
Yeah, usually.
Well, fantastic. Best of luck this season. Hopefully your back gets healthy, and we look forward to seeing you play.
Awesome. Thank you. This is great.
Thanks a lot, Ian Harward, Orem High. We'll be back in a moment with the Zylstra-nator, Brock Zylstra. He doesn't have a nickname. I just made that up. But send in your questions for Brock Zylstra. We'll chat with him in a moment as BYU Basketball Media Day continues on BYUTVSports.com.